matchups against this champion. If you're not very experienced in this matchup and you have a pretty hard time against it, I recommend you guys should be going Doran Shield against Tryndamere. However, if you think that you have what it takes, if you know that you can actually, hold yourself back from fighting him level 1 and just basically taking extra damage from his spin, then you can start a longsword like I'm doing this game. Now, masteries. Storm Raider Surge is a very situational keystone that you should be picking up. You should only use it against specific matchups, like let's say Darius, Olaf, or Tryndamere. That's about it. That's when it's optimal. You shouldn't be picking it into other matchups that where it's no slow base matchups. Can you please tell me what to do against a Poppy? I just got dicked. If I go against one, I'll make sure to let you know and show you. But against a Poppy, you go Fervor and go Rush Black Cleaver. You shouldn't be dying. Okay. Here we go. So level 1 against Tryndamere, you never want to fight the Tryndamere level 1. That's the biggest mistake you can make. Tryndamere shits on Riven. No, he doesn't, and I'm about to show you why he doesn't shit on Riven. In fact, it's actually one of Riven's easier matchups in this game, if not the easiest matchup, and it's probably my favorite matchup to play. So, when it comes to, like, for example, this is a specific matchup where I would never actually go Yumis, and what I would do is go Black Cleaver with CDR boots right away. Why? Because you want the 30% CDR instantly, which gives you 44% CDR just with 2 items completed. Okay, so we're here. Tryndamere started Doran's Blade, so it even shows that we cannot fight him level 1. We started Longsword. Starting Longsword for us means that we don't have all-in potential, but even if we had all-in potential with a Doran's Blade, he can still crit with his Rage Bar. So we should never fight him until we have our stun or our shield to be able to disengage and kite. Even if you lose some CS early, like right here, like let's say maybe I missed that one because I can't get to it without getting auto attacked by the Trynd, that's fine. You just gotta make sure to get past it and get to the first, like let's say level 2 and 3 where you can get your stun. I recommend getting your stun level 3 and your shield level 2. Reason is because you need to be able to reposition yourself from the spin. See, okay, we have our shield now. Now we can be a bit more, let's say, aggressive when getting CS because we can just disengage anytime we want. But even then, if he has too large of a minion wave, you still don't want to be going in. Once you have your stun, you should be looking to just basically trade with them every single time you can. We don't have our stun yet, but it's pushing towards our side, so we're gonna get it pretty soon. He's gonna hit 3 before us, just because he's pushing. There he is, level 3. We wait until the minion wave pushes all the way into our tower, and then once we hit level 3, that's when the matchup turns completely. The matchup, the first 2 levels, Tryndamere should win it all the time, unless the Tryndamere like completely fucks up. See how he crit 1 time there? That shit's broken, so you never actually want to fight him for this long. Now, here's when you can just keep trading with him shortly like this. Okay, wait, hold up. Jungler's coming. Jungler's coming, so this guy's dead. That guy fucked up. Okay, so basically what we were gonna do is just gonna be doing short trades over and over. Kind of like if you had Thunderlords, but the problem is that you shouldn't be fighting him and then disengaging with Thunderlords because it still leaves you open to him just spinning on top of you and auto attacking you to death with his W. That's the reason we go Storm Raiders, is because we want to proc it, so even if he slows us and spins towards us, we can still run away. Now, you know, I don't really get to play this matchup very often, so there's probably still gonna be the one I'm gonna be posting. It's unlucky that the Tryndamere was pushed the entire time, but that's the risk that Tryndamere players always run when pushing this hard and when trying to zone you with auto attacks by just being in front of you. Because since they're always constantly pushing, they're gonna be always at your tower. And since they're always at your tower, there's a really high chance that your jungler is just gonna punish them pretty fucking hard. Still max Q first, and then the next ability you should be maxing against them is E. I'm probably gonna go back now and get more CDR with boots, because all you want in this matchup is CDR, more CDR. The ability to kite and the ability to just disengage as much as you can. I'm gonna get this boots, and I'm actually gonna sell this for a refillable and a pink word. I'm gonna TP back to lane. see. Do a short trade, disengage. We didn't need to proc Thunderstorm, Storm Raiders because he's not really following us up. Let's see if we can proc it here. Okay, we procced it there, but he disengaged backwards anyway, so doesn't matter. We can keep doing this forever, even once he's 6. Once he's 6, even, we can just, you know, keep trying to proc why do I keep confusing Thunderlords with Storm Raider? We can keep trying to proc Storm Raiders over and over again, just running away from him with his W. If he doesn't hit 6, he's probably gonna hit 6 a bit after us. So I'm gonna try to kill him once I hit 6. Let's see what we can do. Okay, he uses W, so he can't really slow us anymore. He's a bit too far away, so I can't just reach him. He has Ghost. He just uses Spin. If he gets too close, I'm gonna go for a flash in. He's trying to juke my ultimate, but you just be patient and throw it like that. He wasn't hitting level 6 yet, so I knew I could just do that. And since he doesn't have flash, which is I think is the one you should be going for when you're playing against like Riven, because you really need to be able to reposition yourself in the middle of a fight, or just like flash the wind slash. So big mistake by him picking Ghost, but then again, a lot of Tryndamere players just go for that summoner spell. It feels a lot better. It's just like a lot of people like they enjoy playing Jax with Ghost. Auto attack based champions that have the ability to just chase you down like that, you know, pretty fucking good. But now, for example, one of the reasons you don't use Storm Raiders when you're playing against Jax is because Jax can just stun you. Tryndamere has no CC whatsoever. He just slows you down, right? He just keeps slowing you down, so which means that if you have Storm Raiders, you can just completely ignore that and just run away from him. If you go Storm Raiders against Jax, he's gonna fucking stun you and shit on you. So you have to go Thunderlords against Jax. Alright, we're gonna keep trading back slowly with this guy. Now we have 34% CDR, we have Boots, and we have Warhammer. So there at no point anymore should he be able to kill us. And once we finish Black Cleaver, we should be able to split against him for the rest of the game without him trying to do anything back. Because honestly, he can't. Let's see. The next spell we're leveling up is E, to be able to kite even more, because we don't need any extra damage from W. He's already really squishy, so the damage itself is not really that big a deal. We need to be able to just kite him so he can't auto attack chase us to death like behind our tower. Let's see. Even under tower, we can feel free to poke him, like with a slight combo, just because we can just proc Storm Raiders and get the fuck out. But even he just uses his spin like that. So he really doesn't even want to try to fight us because he knows we can just burst him down and disengage. I'm gonna do a double cast with my Wind Slash and just disengage with Storm Raiders right after. Actually, I'm not gonna do a Wind Slash double cast, but there you go. There pops his ultimate, and I know he couldn't chase me because I have my Storm Raiders active. Even if he did spin on me, it wasn't gonna do anything. That guy tried to fight me, but I was still way too fucking healthy. And I still have way more damage than him, so I don't know why he did that. Pretty mistake. One of the things that people in lower elo do a lot, they don't know the limits of their champions. Had it been any other jungler probably except Rumble, I would have probably been dead there. Let's see. We don't really need to okay. I was gonna say something related to like, because I didn't know the Sejuani was coming. I actually missed it. I was gonna say I don't need to completely all in him under tower, but since Sejuani wants to do that for me, I'm fine with that. How much more do I need? I need 200 extra gold. Oh well, I'm gonna go back and just get the phage to be able to kite even more. This Tryndamere has to be pretty tilted by now. Who's easy to carry in bronze? Any champion that you feel comfortable with, man. Bot lane is doing even, jungle's even, mid lane is losing a little bit, but you know, that's fine. Since we're gonna be splitting most of the game, it doesn't really matter that much. As long as our team can hold it a little bit, we have Heimer, so he can just wave clear constantly. Unless he's dead, obviously. But ignoring the times when he's dead, he can just wave clear while I just split push against the Tryndamere. And now we disengage because we have Storm Raiders, and that's it. This is what makes the matchup so easy. Just this mastery itself makes the matchup extremely easy. Just like when I play against Olaf, when I have this mastery, it becomes so easy to play this matchup. Let's see if we can proc it again here against this guy. And we procced it again. Even if he tries to chase us, he can't catch us. Because remember, Storm Raiders actually gives you more movement speed than Ghost throughout the duration. And the cooldown on it's actually really short because I already had it back up again. And I just procced it against him when he was under tower. Let's see. I'm gonna disengage there a little bit. Even if you don't manage to proc it like at the beginning of the first trade, you just ultimate and throw your wind slash and you should be able to just, you know, proc it right away. So even if you don't get it the first time and you think he's just gonna chase you down because you fucked up and you didn't activate the Storm Raiders, that's fine. You can just use your ultimate and throw your wind slash after an auto attack and you get it right away. Because that's you only need to get 30% of their health right away. And there he popped his ultimate. We pop Storm Raiders. Chase down a little bit. Okay, there we go. He popped his ghost. He has to go back and we get the free tower for the first split tower. You know, I don't know why they call the first tower now first brick gold. They should just say first tower gold. I don't know. Feels weird. Then again, that's what people are calling it now. Would you say Storm Raiders is worth on champs like Aurelia, Jax, or Tryndamere too? Yeah, I'd say so. It's definitely not bad. It's extremely good against those champions, so. I mean, it's extremely good on those champions if you're playing against Tryndamere and Olaf. Just in general, when you want to avoid slows constantly. Let's see, now we're gonna go for Hydra, but we're gonna go for the lifesteal part first because we don't really need the active. The lifesteal is gonna be a lot better just to be able to sustain out of this guy. Another thing, big tip against people that you want to be kiting constantly, you want to keep extending your Qs 24/7. You never want to not be extending your Qs. You see like how I'm extending them all the time right here? That's what you gotta be doing. See, because the 45% CDR allows you to just kite like this, you see? Like, what is this guy gonna do? They can't chase you. They just can't do anything. And the reason I went for the lifesteal first, and now we start running because we have Storm Raiders. This guy can't catch us. And even if this guy is so far behind right now that I can just keep kiting him with 45% CDR. Even if he does go in on me, I can keep kiting like this, you see? Keep extending my Q. And just keep engaging on him like this. And you should ulti right there and we keep disengaging like this. And he should be dead right here. That's all you gotta keep doing. All you gotta keep doing in this matchup. So people that are having a hard time in this matchup, you know, you can look back to this and see what you're doing wrong. The only thing that happened to him that kind of fucked him though was the jungle gank, but that's just the risk that he runs. If you're ever playing against a Tryndamere and you feel that you're gonna get pushed in like I did, maybe you can even tell your jungler, hey jungler, this guy's gonna be pushed in level 3 all the way to this side of the tower because I'm not gonna be pushing against him. Because I'm just waiting to get level 3. And then you can kind of signal your jungler, hey, come up here, kill this guy, because he's not fucking doing anything, and we can get him pretty far behind. Let's see. Kai disengage. We wait again. We keep extending our Qs constantly. Never stop just not extending it, because that's the power you get from having 45% CDR. The fact that you can keep extending them and getting back your Q constantly. Let's see. I knew his ulti wasn't down yet, so I could have just caught him there. I missed the opportunity to kill him the first time, but unfortunately he got away, so I decided to just pop my summoners there. He popped his as well, so it was still a worthy trade just to get the tower and just keep pushing top lane, keep applying pressure. Their team can't do anything. They need to go back and try to stop me. The Yasuo is pretty strong, but you see, even the Heimer knows what he should be doing right now. He fucking rushed to fucking zero, so he's just there to just make sure that they can't take the tower. That's all I really need, because Yasuo doesn't have wave clear. Yasuo just needs to get really ahead and just keep pushing and getting towers. He can't do that if the Heimer just keeps wave clearing. Alright, we're gonna be going back now, and we're gonna be getting our Finnish Hydra. We're probably gonna be getting, since they all have all AD except for Rumble, we're probably gonna even be getting a Randuin's at some point in this game. Let's see. Full Hydra. We're gonna start getting health now. Actually. Yep, we're gonna start getting health because we're gonna be going for a Randuin's to specifically counter the Yasuo and the Tryndamere and the Ashe. It really helps out against them. Specifically that Randuin's is extremely good against Tryndamere and Ashe. Actually, all of them. Once we get Randuin's, we're probably... I'm thinking we're just probably getting even... Let's see... Honestly, probably just more tanky items. I don't really see why not. Let's keep going. Alright, we're gonna keep pushing here. We're gonna put a ward here just to see if anyone's coming to try to save this guy. If we can, we're gonna try to proc his ultimate right away, because we just want to be able to kill him and tower dive him. Because, like I said, Tryndamere is a very squishy champion. There, he popped his ultimate. So now that we popped his ultimate, we can even dive him even easier. It's like basically it's a melee AD carry that you can one shot anytime you want once you get ahead. So we're gonna keep pushing. Their team has to come back and stop me at some point. Otherwise, we're just gonna lose the game. I'm this far ahead, he can't do anything. I played this matchup against Quaz quite a lot, and it basically ends up being the same even in Challenger, so there's no extreme difference when it comes to Challenger Tryndameres and, you know, mid-platinums, mid-diamond, it doesn't matter. Maybe when it comes to game sense, when it comes to like jungle ganks, but that's about it. See if I can get away here. I need to proc my Storm Raiders somehow here. Nah, I died too fast. I got permissible, but we already got the inhib, and now our next job is to go to the bot side and push bottom. So now I'm gonna go bottom. I keep pushing down there. Something that's gonna help me even more besides the health is just gonna be the Warden's Mail, so that's what I'm gonna get first. I'm not even gonna finish my my Giant spell just yet. Except Boxer P. I actually haven't played against Boxer P ever, honestly. And if I have, it's probably been like over a season. That's how long it's been. I'm on a TP because I really just don't care. I think I'm that far ahead. Doesn't matter if I do this. Let me just keep pushing like this. You're gonna be the next fucking Huni with that build. Except this build is actually good this game. See, this is all we need to do against Tryndamere. This is why I always say that Tryndamere is one of my favorite matchups, just because of how few it's just so fucking bad for the Tryndamere that he can't really do anything. As long as you just keep applying pressure like this and kiting him and just punishing him for every single thing he does, that's it. That's all you really need to do. Oh, our shield almost came. I was spamming my E, but I couldn't quite hit it yet. Let's see, next item. What's best against our team right now? Are they building any armor yet? They're not building any armor. Now I think about it, probably a QSS would be good. But I would only be cleansing the Ash arrow. But even then, it's not bad. So I'm gonna go for it. Gives me even more damage later on lifesteal. Even though I think the game's gonna be over by then. Now my team needs to go for Baron while I push bottom and I keep applying pressure. That's all I need to do. Go for Baron, take it, and then push top and middle. This guy's a bit too close, I think. Oh. Stormware's procs. I could have used my QSS there, but it's like, why? I don't really. Didn't feel the need to. Now I do. I proc Storm Raiders there. They should be going for Baron while I just push bottom now. Ooh, they're super close. Nice damage. They don't have Baron yet? Dude, are you kidding me? They don't have Baron yet? That's funny as fuck. Why aren't they going for it? We really threw it that way. Ah, damn! I couldn't get the auto Q. That's surprising. I don't know why my team was messing around with the Baron there. Yeah, at least I got that guy. I got my my TP back up. I can keep doing this. Still don't know why the fuck my team did that. Oh well. Alright. Boys. Go for Baron. I push bot, please. He should be going to, they should all be going to Baron while I push. Just go. It's a good thing he left the 0 out there, I guess. We have a lot of shit pushing bottom. Let's see. My QSS is back up, everything's back up. My team should just be going for that right now. Okay, missed that. Let me proc my Storm Raiders so I can run. So I have their entire team just basically running from here now. Now that I could, the chase is fucking far, that's for sure. Let's see, 300 gold for my QSS now. Now they need to direct themselves top lane while I push bottom and go for mid. You have flash, you could run. There's no point in me wasting flashes. Sometimes it's better not to use your flash, because you could use your flash later in a team fight, or maybe just like right here catching the Ashe, or whoever else is like right next to them. No point in using your shit early. If I use my flash there to just escape, like okay, I didn't die, but I wasted my flash for it and I can't catch anyone later on. Or I could just die and I don't lose anything for it, except probably like just the Baron buff, but the Baron buff is not that big.
My spirit is not lost.
What has the team done for you? The team, they have to do their job to win. If they don't want to win, then I can't win. Unless I 1v5, but that's very difficult. Let's see. Alright, they need to go for it. I think we win this. And that's good game. And it's how we play the Tryndamere matchup, even though we barely get to ever see it. And this is exactly why we never get to see it, because this champion just doesn't do anything. GG.